So I touched on this a little bit yesterday. Didn't talk about it too much, but Brie Larson started a YouTube channel, and Access Media is in love with it. If you Google her name right now and hit news, you'll see about 200 new articles. I'm not even kidding. About 200 new articles all about the one video she made. Every little thing that she says in it is, of course, picked apart, and a whole article exists on it. Or there's just articles praising her for going to YouTube. I really don't get it. It's like they do seem to love her very much. Anything she says and does, of course, makes headlines, and so on and so on. Though, I have some interesting theories about her making a channel, and I think other celebrities are going to start to make channels as well. With the guidelines right now, like, is this now considered creator-on-creator content? Which seems to be a big problem for the platform. And Brie likes to do some stuff that gets people kind of mad. And I wonder, if you criticize that now or you talk about it, is that going to be content that YouTube goes after now? It's an interesting theory that I think is worth talking about and looking into. I really wonder if this is going to be a thing now. I'm sure, though, this has nothing to do with the reason that she's making a channel, right? There's no reason. That she's just making it because she wants to make it. And man, the contents of her channel, the way she was talking, sounds like going to be a lot of woke content on that channel. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how it's doing. She's now at 135K. Yesterday, she was at 37,000. And of course, like I was saying about how you can find like 200 articles on her right now talking about her channel, that's free advertisement. So if you start a channel tomorrow, it's going to take you, unless you put something like that is just a major hit up, it's going to take you a while to even just hit 100 subs. Like, you have to, that first 100 subs or so, you got to earn every single one of them. That's a hard grow. And then you go to 1,000. You earn every sub to 1,000. Then I feel like once you hit that 1K, YouTube kind of pushes you a little bit more, and you seem to kind of grow a little bit more. And then, eventually you will maybe get into the partner program, and then you'll grow a little bit faster. But that first 100 to 1K is tough. Not for celebrities, though. Not for celebrities. They will get tons of free advertisement from Access Media. They're like hundreds of articles talking about them going to YouTube, and they'll promote you for you. They'll do the promoting for you. So all that awareness has got her to 135K. She also trended on Twitter. She is trending on Twitter for making this channel. What was funny was there was even some people that were upset with it because she was like on Twitter. She made like 2 videos, and she said, "I'm making a decision. How do I tell my family?" or something like this. And a lot of people thought she was going to possibly maybe come out. And people got a little upset about that, which was kind of funny. So, as you can see, already she was monetized within the first day. There's already ads running on this video. Trending at number 15. So they gave her trending. And tons of interaction on the channel. The channel is going to be humongous. She'll probably be at 1 million subs within the month. This is the content YouTube wants, though. The you in YouTube doesn't really exist anymore. It's now Celebrity Tube, which is going to end up hurting the platform. People come on here because they don't want to see big stars. They want to see regular people. That's why it's called YouTube. But they get away from that. So this is going to be something to watch, especially as, Captain Marvel 2 rolls out, stuff like that. How is this going to, change things? Are you going to see mass demonetization when we start talking about Captain Marvel 2? Is that going to be a thing? I mean, YouTube actually changed the algorithm for Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, a long time ago. They changed it to news. So those names were considered news topics. That means basically, if you were to search her or anything else, unless they changed it back, you would see, so if something happened let's say you covered something or I covered something, but CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of those channels, because they do have channels on here, they cover the same topic as well. They're going to be up at the top. They changed that. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We'll see. But man, it must be nice to have it so easy. Monetized in one day, trending, all of Access Media giving you free advertisement. The videos is really cringe too. Terrible. This will be one to watch. Probably going to watch this video on stream tomorrow, by the way, so we will have some fun with that. Anyway, another quick thing, the Superman rumors with Henry Cavill, he discussed these yesterday, July 2nd, 12:03 p.m. Pacific time. If you go down here, and it sounds like all of the rumors of him coming back to play Superman are fake. According to this, are you surprised the Snyder Cut of Justice League is finally being released? I don't know if I'm surprised with everything that has happened this year, with the lockdown and cinemas having to close and streaming services now being how we are getting our entertainment. It's not really a surprise. I think it's one of those things where it's an opportunity, and I think it's great that Zack Snyder has an opportunity to finally release his vision. And I think it's really important for a storyteller and a filmmaker. When that doesn't happen, it's a very sad occasion. And now Zack has the opportunity, and I'm excited to watch it. And then they ask him this question. Will you go back to playing Superman again? I Googled right before we talked because I needed the latest rumor. It is just a rumor. It is just rumor after rumor after rumor. What is the wildest one you've heard about you and Superman? And then here's his response. And we'll discuss it, but let's read this. They get wilder and wilder by the day. The amount of speculation, the stuff I read on the internet, is extraordinary and sometimes frustrating. It's when you see people stating stuff as fact, like, no, that's not the case, that hasn't happened, and the conversation isn't happening. But the important thing is that people are excited about it, and I think it's important to be excited about a character like Superman. Superman is a fantastic character. If people are chatting about it, and even if they're making stuff up, it's okay because that means they want to see the character again, and in an ideal world, I would absolutely love to play the character again. And then, do you ever leave a comment or on a rumor online using an alias? I'm not going to lie, I've been very tempted, but there's something about that feels deeply immoral. When it's about Superman, and if I'm representing Superman, it just feels like the wrong thing to do. I'm just going to let this play out. Me saying something isn't going to make a difference. What does it really matter? One day, people will know the truth, and if they don't know it now, it's okay. This is an interview more so about The Witcher, but interesting comments. So I've made a video about this and talked about it in other videos, as have other people, and that's that Henry Cavill is coming back to play Superman. Now, he's saying that he's not playing Superman here, but there's been some pretty credible websites that have talked about him coming back to play Superman. I think it's coming down to what it's always been with this, and that's contract negotiations, money, and so on and so on. I think that they are talking. He's saying they're not. I think that they likely are. I think he wants to come back play the character again. He says it in tons of interviews, and he's saying it again right here, but he's not allowed to talk about it. And if anything, this is just chess moves to get back into the part or to get more money or whatever. But I do think that they want to bring him back. They have plans if they can bring him back, and that there's money involved. Whether or not he does or not, I don't know. We'll see. What I do know is filming is resuming for a lot of stuff. Cowboy Bebop Safe for Work Netflix edition is one of the shows that's about to resume filming in New Zealand, as is Lord of the Rings and a few others. There's a lot of people trying to get border exemptions because New Zealand has closed their borders completely, and they've done a good job of keeping their numbers down with the thing going on over there. So a lot of stuff's about to be resumed, and it looks like New Zealand might be the hot spot for people to go finish their stuff. But when it comes to movies and I've talked about this before, people still aren't really keen on going back to them. We got a poll right here talking about moviegoers, and this is an updated one. There's been several. All of them kind of say the same thing. People are weary of returning to movie theaters. So if movie theaters do even open back up, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to even revive. I think movie theaters are likely done. I think because a lot of them are broke. AMC secured a loan last time I looked, but they're losing tons of money. The smaller chains are going to be even more trouble. You have to think about what's going on here. They've already been burning money, big time. If they open back up, people are going to be weary on going. You've got right now a lot of movie studios releasing films on streaming services. So if movie theaters do go back up, and I've talked about this before, streaming the movies instead of like just having them exclusive in theaters, the movie studios are making a lot of money off of that. So there's no guarantee that they're going to just let that new piece of pie go. And they're fighting about that. So if you have movies that aren't exclusive to the theaters and you already have people worry about it, even if they open up with all of the new restrictions as well, we're talking like they can only open up to like 25% capacity and stuff. And you don't even have that much new product coming out. It's a bad day for movie theaters. I think this is probably going to wipe most of them out. I don't know what movie theater experiences are going to be like in a year or two. It's a sad day. It'd be sad to lose that experience. It really would be. I don't go as much as I used to a long time ago, but sometimes there's something special about it. So don't worry, though. Walmart's going to give you a movie theater drive-in experience in their parking lot. Isn't that awesome? That's exactly what you're looking forward to, right? Going to see a drive-in theater at Walmart. They're going to offer this at 160 store parking lots. I didn't see a time period when they were going to put that in here, but it's apparently coming. So that's interesting, huh? So I talk about Marvel Comics quite a bit also, and I thought this was pretty funny. This was found by @MobGideons. I thought this was pretty hilarious. So apparently this is from Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1. It's an early 90s bullpen bulletin. Check this out, though. This is what's funny. So this is old Marvel Comics, right? So May Coolometer. Here's what the bullpen was buzzing about in February. Okay, you got obviously cool at the top, uncool at the bottom. Look what's circled at uncool. Isn't that funny? I got a real kick out of that. I don't know, considering where Marvel Comics is today, I got a real laugh out of that. Then finally, last thing I got to go over. Do you like Neon Genesis Evangelion? Guess what? For approximately, I got to double check it. Yeah, $31,775. You can buy this gigantic EVA unit. This is Unit 01 to be precise. And it's pretty cool. Look at all this stuff you can buy it. You got a little ray up here looking down from the top of the building. It's human scale, but very expensive. Look at this stuff. I thought this was funny. I just want to talk about it. I didn't want to make a whole video on this, so I planned on just throwing it in here. I thought this is absolutely hilarious. $31,000. That's for the full spec. So to get everything. If you just want the figure itself, the human scale figure, that's going to be $24,300. That's a lot of money. So, yeah, I don't know how many people are going to buy that, but if you've got the money, there you go. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on all this. What do you think about the Brie thing? What do you think about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman? What do you think about the New Zealand filming stuff? What do you think about movie theaters, Walmart drive-ins? Well, let me know what your thoughts on all of that are. Anyway, Throw a like up, share the video, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.